Hi, Sharif Talib here, the Math Fixer. Okay, so we're in about the third week of school now. So, parents should be feeling it. Okay, so what I want to give you a piece of advice with practicing with your scholar, and use the notes that the teacher has given the scholars. Okay, so all math teachers give scholars problems to write down in class, or now that we're doing the virtual thing, a lot of teachers post the teacher examples in Google Classroom. That's what I do. So any problems that I go over in class after the day is over, I will post those problems in Google Classroom on a Google Doc or a Word document so the scholars can practice those problems. So parents, this is what you do. One, you ask your scholar to get as many problems every day. They should be writing down problems or getting the teacher to send them some teacher examples or modeling, as they say, teachers modeling. Get the problems that are already worked out. So your scholar gives you the problems that are already worked out. You hold those. You have them write the problem down. You have the answer key because the teacher already wrote the problems down. You have your scholar write down the problem. Don't let them look at the answer key. You hold on to that. You read it to them or whatever. Give them 5 minutes. Give them 5 minutes on each problem. Okay? They've already taken the class. They've actually seen this problem done. So within 5 minutes with no notes, they should be able to work the problem out. A lot of times they won't be able to. So after they have worked the problem out, you then show them the answer key, whatever the teacher gave you, and you guys discuss it. Because if the student was sitting, or scholar, I like to say, if the scholar was sitting in class, they should be able to at least talk through the problem with you. If they can't, that means they didn't ask enough questions. So in order to hold your scholar hold them accountable in class and make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do, they need to come home with some sample problems every day. Every day they need to come home with sample problems. During the weekends or off days, that is what you can do to help them get their math down. You hold the answer key. You tell them what the problem is. They write the problem down. Give them 5 minutes to work on the problem. After that, you show them the answer key. You guys talk about it. What did they do wrong? What part don't they understand? These are the things they need to go to the teacher office hours with. So that's something I want you to be able to put in your toolbox, that you don't have to know how to work the problems out. It is your scholar's responsibility to get sample problems from the teacher so that they can go home and practice them. I tell my scholars, do all the problems that are in Google Classroom over and over and over again. By the time you get to the 4th or 5th day, you've forgotten the first day's answers, and you can still do those problems over and over again. Constant repetition. I think that was in my last video, that the way to understand math better, or the way to get better at math, is simple repetition. You cannot get away in math without repetition, and there are things that I cannot teach a scholar. No one can teach you. You have to learn it on your own. You have to see it on your own. I can tell you over and over again, but if you don't actually do the problems, it won't help. So parents, again, have your scholar get as many problems from the teacher worked out as possible. You hold the answer key, the problems worked out. You give the scholar the problem, just the problem. You hold on to the answer key. Give them 5 minutes. Give them 5 minutes to work on the problem. And then you guys discuss it, go over it. Now, if your scholar cannot explain the problem to you with the answer there, they're not paying attention in class. It's just as simple as that. They're not paying attention in class. Okay? All right. Again, this is the Math Fixer on YouTube. Make a comment, private message me if you have a question, and good luck this year.